What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Hopefully, everyone's having an amazing day. Don't let the markets get you down and get you discouraged. Don't worry about it. Zoom out a little bit. We got something moving behind the scenes with XRP, and it is way bigger than what they're letting retail see. Look, I'm talking dark pool activity. I'm talking ETF timelines getting shuffled in silence and institutional footprints all over the chart. If you miss what I'm about to show you, you're going to be the guy buying XRP at $7 asking, why didn't anyone tell me? Without further ado, let's jump into it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It is the ultimate way and the freest way to support the channel. If you're looking to go ad-free, you can always hit that join button below each and every single video. And it's what you waiting to get no ads in the video and to support the channel. Bitcoin looking like crap. 88,000, 8,900. Oh boy, we went up a little bit. $114. It's currently down about almost 4.5%. ETH coming in at 2.95. It's down 7.63%. And XRP, yeah, buddy, it's coming in at $23. Look, let's get over to this. This is pretty interesting. You ever get that feeling? I've been here 8 years, and I get the feeling that the markets, they're whispering instead of screaming. That's what XRP is doing right now. Here's the part that most people can't even wrap their heads around. When this macro flips back to risk on, when the Fed actually stops choking liquidity and uncertainty fades, XRP doesn't trend up. It skips levels, right? It jumps entire price zones like they're air pockets. And we've seen this a year ago. Today, a year ago, XRP was 50 cents, and it teleported 700% all in a matter of 8 to 10 weeks. We got the receipts. We can show them to you. You can go to TradingView. You can go to CoinMarketCap and look up the prices from November of last year of 2024 to January 2025. And you can see XRPS move all the way from 50 cents up to over $7. But check this out. Cypress put this out. A lot of talks going on out there about these dark pools and what they really are and what it really means. Well, Cypress claims he got some software that shows you the dark pools, and he shows you where those buy walls are being set. And we can't see this on the exchanges. We can't see this on the order books, but he's stating it's around $3.82, $444, and $5.17. He's like, look, those aren't guesses. This isn't numbers that are scribbled on Twitter. These are algorithms flagged accumulation pockets. And he says that these exact signals have hit every single time before every major breakout. But here's the part that the whales are going to hate me for saying out loud. The accumulation levels, and I've talked about them in the first video. If $2 breaks, and $2 is a very psychological barrier for XRP, just like Bitcoin had at 100,000, and it broke. You know, you're looking at a $1.90, $1.70, and $150. And we stated that, and he has pretty much the same targets, 206, which we pretty much were floating around right now, a $1.90 and a $156 as well. So you're looking at 3 different levels and 3 different opportunities. But once those ranges are over, once this market flips, those ranges are going to disappear forever. Forever. Hold those numbers. Write them down. Remember them. Do they all get hit? Time will tell. If they do, is it the end of the world? Not even close. Because let's look what's going on with Canary, their XRP ETF. Over 15.6 million trading hands. Over 712,000 shares in volume. And if we project this forward, Canary is on pace to stack another 5 million XRP. Folks, this isn't normal. This isn't ETF curiosity. This is what we call strategic preloading. Whenever you see silent accumulation like this, it's always almost means one thing. Somebody, they know something and they are getting positioned before the announcement hits. And guess what's lined up next? Grayscale, their XRP ETF. It's going live on Monday, the 24th. Right beside it, they're also launching a Dogecoin ETF. But here's the twist that no one is talking about. And people think it's already live, and it's not. The spot ETF from Franklin Templeton. It should be live on Monday. We got 3 ETFs coming to life across 2 different assets all on Monday. and a circulating supply that is already tightening. Imagine what happens when that goes live while XRP is sitting on a high frame support that historically launches macro rallies. Which brings me to the next part of the video. I got this over on my Twitter page. I told you about this. I put this out this morning. Look, you can see my pretty scribble on the screen. I show you your pockets. I show you resistance moving up as well. Look, now is not a time to get all crazy. Now is the time to accumulate as these prices are low before these ETFs all start coming to life. You need to be prepared. You've seen what one institution has done, a very small institution in Canary. Don't forget Bitwise goes live tomorrow as well. By the end of business day on Monday, we should have four spot XRP ETFs that are out there that are scooping up and accumulating. And every single day from starting tomorrow and then Monday, a bigger institution goes live. Bitwise, bigger than Canary. Grayscale, bigger than Bitwise, bigger than Canary. And Franklin Templeton, bigger than all three of those. And that is just the start. That is just the start. Remember, there are 24 ETFs, 24 that are going to come to life, that are all going to be eating away at the XRP that is available on the over-the-counter desk. Remember, we ran some projections, calculations. We asked AI to help us. There's only about 3 to 3.5 billion available on the over-the-counter deaths. When OTC runs out, what do? You know the answer to that because we've been talking about it. They have to come to the order books. When they come to the order books with millions of dollars and they need 5 million XRP from an order book, what do you think happens to the price? It skyrockets. It doesn't slowly climb. It goes bananas. Folks, here's Canaries. They have now stacked over 276 million in total positive inflows. Just on November 18th, which was yesterday, 8.32 million poured in. That's not early demand. That is the confirmation you have been looking for. Big money is accumulating while retail is arguing about memes and the macro events going on in this world. And the numbers get even crazier when we start and we calculate Grayscale's model. Let's run this realistic scenario. Not fantasy actual flow modeling. Grayscale live Monday. Don't forget their target inflow for the first month is about $150 million. This translates to over 71 million XRP in month one. Over 17 million in one trading week, which comes out to 3.5 million XRP per day. Folks, here's the real dropper. Launch day alone is projected at $45 million. Which comes out to 21 million XRP. And that's only on day one, before the headlines even hit mainstream crypto. Combine that with Canary and Franklin Templeton and Bitwise. Those four can cause us a supply shock that's going to be so violent that the charts aren't even going to realize what happened. They are just going to print massive green candles. That's what it's coming down to. Look, I've been here 8 years. I made a very firm stance once I found out that we had XRP ETFs launching. And I told everyone. I told him on this channel. I told him in the patron group. I told him in the live stream, I told them, I will not be selling a single XRP. And I did not care what happened to the price until these ETFs are up and running and they have all kicked off and we've given them some time. Well, by December, we'll have at least 4 that are chewing away. And we'll be able to get a real good projection by mid-December, right before Christmas, how much XRP they are eating up. And then we have all those other ETFs, and we're going to start to see them all come to life because I tell you what, right now, Franklin Templeton is going to be the catalyst that kicks off this ETF game for XRP. Why do I say that? Because all these other funds that are sitting on the sidelines, like Fidelity, BlackRock, CK, Goldman Sachs, that are all waiting to get in. They're going to wait to see what Franklin does. And then they're going to use Franklin Templeton's volume and how much they are generating in revenue from these ETFs. And that is going to set them over the edge. And that is going to push them to launch as soon as possible. And trust me, BlackRock, CK, Fidelity, they can launch an XRP ETF like this in a matter of minutes because they got the connections. They know who to go to get the approval right away when they need it. So here's the truth. Every single that matters, it's pointing up one direction. Dog pools are loading, ETFs are stacking, your support zones, they're holding just fine. Your launch window's aligning, supply is tightening, and institutional flows are accelerating. You don't get setups like this twice in one cycle. This is one of those moments you're going to look back on and say, yeah, that was the trigger. Folks, stay ready, stay educated, don't blink because XRP's real move, it hasn't started yet. But I'll tell you what, for being in this market for 8 years, I know it's coming. I know what I hold. I'm going to leave it like that. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. Show me some support. I'll see all y'all on the next one.